Good morning everybody, Victor here from Boston, Massachusetts. Today we are going after giant bluefin tuna. We're actually on my buddy Scott Campbell's commercial bluefin boat, Boston Fishing Frenzy Charters. We got my man Tag putting out baits right now. Scott, say what's up.
Hey, good morning everybody. Beautiful day out here, just looking for our bait and hoping for a bite quick.
So we're about 20 miles offshore out of Boston Harbor at an area known as Stellwagen Bank. What I really want to show you guys with this video is the entire commercial process from beginning to end of how a bluefin tuna goes from being caught to being cleaned to being processed to being sold. So fingers crossed we get one. We should have a good day. All right guys, we just got out here. We're gonna be looking for some bait real quick. We got a live well full of pogies that we snagged yesterday in the Boston Harbor. It's got our standard sabiki rig. We're gonna drop to the bottom, try to catch some fresh mackerel, herring, whiting, whatever it might be to drop down for these tuna. Absolutely gorgeous out here. Then it's got a nice shot of the sunrise. We got the big guns out. We got the reels too. And hopefully we get some tuna in the boat. Damn, these guys are cold. Throw it in the well, you said?
Yeah.
So that right there, whiting. So in our well we got pogies, also known as menhaden or bunker. We're trying to catch mackerel, but we haven't seen any yet. Got Scott dropping the anchor right now. When we're tuna fishing, we're not drifting. We're gonna be anchored up in one spot, looking for the meter marks all day, waiting for these tuna to come by. Have out 2 to 3 rods with different types of baits. And when you do get a bite, you try to get away from your anchor as fast as possible. So they actually have a way where they're gonna attach a buoy to their anchor. And so you can detach from the anchor from the boat, drive towards your fish, catch it, land it, and then you come back and get your anchor later. So what Tag is doing right now, we're gonna bridle all our baits. When you're fishing a circle hook, you want that hook exposed as much as possible. And when you bridle it, the hook's not actually going through the bait. You just got a little rubber band that's gonna attach the hook to the bait. It allows it to swim freely, give it a lot more better action. You're not poking any big holes besides that little needle through the bait. So it's just a win-win for the fish, for the presentation, and for everything. So one thing that a lot of these tuna guys do is you guys see Tag's got a rag in his hand. He's actually wiping any dirt or debris off of the leader. There's a little bit of alcohol on that rag, because when you fish out here, you'll see that your leader gets tainted with all this like little black algae and a bunch of other stuff. So they just try to do everything they possibly can to get a bite and not turn these tuna away. Now Tag's putting a balloon on the line, get it away from the boat, and that way you can see what your bait's doing at all times as well. So we got our top bait. Now we're gonna put out a mid bait. So you guys saw that those bank sinkers attached with that electrical tape. That's gonna be more in the middle of the water column, and then we're probably gonna do a third rod just to kind of vary things. These guys are really particular about depth, type of bait to see what's getting hit, what's not. A lot of times you can see the tuna on the sonar come up to your rod, sniff your bait, and they don't want it. So a lot of just prospecting and just making sure things are looking right, swimming right, checking baits all day. A lot of waiting, but when you do get the bite, it gets really exciting really fast. Are we gonna kill a big fish today? Are we? Come on, baby.
Something. I know, I want him to run.
It is a shark, isn't it? I saw the tail
shark,
come up, right?
Yeah. You got a rod leash for this?
Okay guys, first bite of the day on the long bait. Me and Dennis were looking at the rod tip. It kind of bounced a little bit. Not sure if it's a tuna.
He's on. Here you go, Vic. Oh yeah, hold on, Vic. Hey.
The boys say they think it's, woo, I love that sound. It's not a tuna, it's some type of shark. Hopefully it's a pork. Oh, it's just cut off, I think.
You're a little blue.
Ah, we lost them. That could have been our harvestable shark. It could have been a poor beagle or a blue shark, cut us off. Yeah, nothing else you can do about that. We got some signs of life. We had that one tuna earlier that we marked down deep, and just got this bite, so hopefully things turn around for us.
Oh wow, charging the boat, huh? Woo! Oh, move that rod, move that rod, move that rod.
That's a real one.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
That's our fish, huh?
Hey, can you, when you reel this in?
Yeah. Can I? We're on, baby. That's the right bite right there.
All right, Jerry, okay.
Woo! That's the bite we were looking for all day, right there. Really important to keep that line as tight as possible. Maximum tension. You don't want to pull hooks. This is a powerful, powerful animal. So I'm using this glove as leverage to get as much line in as possible. Get as much tension in the line as possible.
That way and around. Okay. Yeah, you're good.
So we got everyone working as a team. Scott's on the motor. We're gonna do what we said and ditch that anchor, put the ball on it, and come back to it later.
Yep.
Nice, boys. Good work, boys. This is fast-paced fishing. So many things can go wrong with that anchor or the other lines. As soon as this fish bit, we got someone doing everything. We got someone doing something.
Yes.
You know, this is probably my 5th time on a commercial tuna boat. First time hooking up on a real size bluefin, on a commercial size fish. So there's 2 grades of fish. We're looking for a fish above 73 inches, which is a commercially harvestable fish. Anything under 73 inches, you can keep as a recreational angler.
Yeah, we got a nice bluefin on. We're in neutral and he's pulling us a good knot and a half in reverse. Once he settles in, we'll get the boat positioned to use the boat to our advantage.
No, I'm good. Now he knows he's hooked. Hooking this one, long runs. Woo! Smoking the reel. Woo! We got a real one. So both of you call it. You guys, the power of this animal. Go. Want to go? So, we like to switch as much as possible, get some fresh hands on there. Because the last thing you want to do is go slack on this fish. So, tagging in. Scott's got the boat and gear, getting as much tension in the line as possible. You don't want to go slack on these fish.
Yeah, Vic, we're gonna go back again. You're gonna come on again.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about though. You gotta go hard as you can.
The amount of power, so this is a 130 size reel, 150 pound leader, 200 pound mono, ton of braid backing, probably fishing 25 pounds of drag. Any animal that can rip off that much, 40 pounds of drag, any animal that could rip that much line that fast, you know, is an absolute unit of a fish. Big team effort. Scott tagging me, constant communication to see what that fish is doing. Scott's always got the boat either in reverse or in gear, because these fish are so fast and powerful. They could charge the boat, they could try to cut you off on the engines. Really, really big team effort between the driver, the captain, and the guy on the rod.
Just a little worried because I was letting it out when it hit and I felt it hit
and I pushed it up and cranked as hard as I possibly could, and it was probably a good 5-6 seconds before it came tight, and I really felt the pressure. So it could be gut hooked, so we just want to, I mean, essentially try to get it in as soon as we can, because if it's gut hooked, they could rub against those teeth and chafe off. So good. Yeah, just keep talking. Tell me how you're doing.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You glad you're not on a spinning rod right now? Oh yeah, spinning rod would be a world of pain. Well, you get spooled. 20K spinning rod, you get spooled. All right, Tag, ready? Crank on him a little bit.
Yep.
I got no shame in my game letting go of the rod. You work so hard for this fish, so many days, so much time and energy to get one bite. I don't want to risk losing it when you start to get tired. So me and Tag are just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was just asking Scott about that mono top shot, just for me to gain my perspective. 200 yards, so 600 feet of line, disappeared off that reel. Probably took another 200 yards of braid, so you're talking about a total of 400 yards, 1,200 feet of line just disappeared off of 40 pounds of drag. Yep.
Whew. Short shift, short shift. I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep. So now, this is the easy part. When that fish gets straight up and down, that's when the most things can go wrong, because your line angle is really close to the boat, and that's when Scott's going to be making some crazy maneuvers to make sure that line angle is away from the boat as possible. Because that tuna was going to be pinwheeling, doing that death circle, and if he decides to make a run for the engines or go underneath the boat, you got to be on your game. Better be in shape, boys, to do this.
And then, so just, yeah, he might be turning right now.
Yeah, I see him.
Yep, making a turn, here he goes. See him?
Turn into a starboard, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, just get ready to crank if we need to. Okay, he's coming hard this way, Scott. I mean, yeah, so we're gonna throw this harpoon at him, just try to stick him, throw it as hard as I can, right? And then that fish is more than likely probably gonna take off. So you always gotta be clear of this harpoon line, because it'll come ripping out of the boat. If it gets caught around anything, like, you're going with it. It might dump the basket, it might not, and then we'll fight it with the harpoon line slowly, and hopefully it'll just give up. Dennis, how do you feel? Let's do a little selfie monologue. A little selfie monologue from Dennis. Dennis, how do you feel? Oh yeah. Yep, keep reeling, keep reeling. Yep, he's gonna turn, he's gonna turn. Yep, crank, crank, crank.
Give it gas, give it gas.
Crank, crank. Go, 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 go. Keep cranking, keep cranking. Yep, yep. There he goes. Yeah, don't be afraid to yell.
Yeah. I said give it gas.
Yeah, no, it's good. Good shit.
These fish don't get this big being stupid. Yeah. That fish tried to charge the boat and slack us off.
So in my seasons of filming, I've never seen a fish this big. I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's gonna be big.
Listen, Dennis, it's because you were working for the wrong guy. You're on Team Landshark now. So like, from a cameraman's perspective, is this exciting or what?
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm just trying to be focused, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I know for me, like when I used to film before I had Dennis, my biggest problem was like when I was filming other people, I would want to look at the fish and not focus on what I'm filming.
That is so hard to do.
You have to really focus on the camera lens rather than your own eyeballs, because it's so easy to get lost in the moment. And this is why this guy's the best. All right, so I'd say we're like 15 minutes in on this fight. I think this fish is over 400 pounds. That's just my gut feeling. I've never seen any animal, including sharks, do what this fish just did to this reel. It is insane.
Your biggest was 109 inches, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
So how did that act compared to this one?
About the same, maybe even a little more powerful. So we'll see. See what happens here. Hopefully we get a look at it.
You know what I love? These guys are so calm in times of pressure. I filmed with so many different captains in my lifetime. And you know, when you're dealing with high stakes fishing like this, really expensive fish, you know, something that could make or break your day, these guys are just like, it's just second nature to them. Half the time they don't even talk, they just give each other this glance and they know exactly what to do. No screaming, no yelling. I love it.
Next time there's a bunch of pressure, Vic, we'll switch.
All right.
He's kind of turning towards us now.
Yep.
Scott.
You heard him?
No, leave it now. Yeah, he's good. He's swimming left. Scott, you want to go neutral for a quick sec? Yeah, you tell me when.
I'm in neutral, but you tell me when.
All right, ready? Come put your hand like on top of my hand. All right, put your hand on there. All right, ready, go. That's the leader, right below that rubber band.
I see it. We got color.
There's leader, Scott.
He's really scoping up.
Yep. Yep, get ready to reel. Good. There he is, right there. You're fine, you're fine. Let's come back this way now. There you go. Hard right, hard right, hard right.
Look at that.
Yep,
That line just slinging
Get
through
ready to
the
crank,
water.
get ready to crank. Crank, go, yep, just crank. Okay, just crank, just crank.
I can't, he's pulling.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. Let's come back left again. Yeah, don't try to stop with your hand. Yeah. Just let him go.
Yep. Anytime we get close to that leader, he sees that boat, he does not like it.
So sometimes, like, just getting it on the leader is sometimes pretty quick, but once they get into this end game, it can be the majority of the fight. I mean, they'll sometimes just sit in that thermocline or just start pinwheeling, and it's inch by inch at this point, and the leader will come on and off a lot. So just gotta be patient, get your right opportunity.
What's pretty cool to think about, so these fish, these bluefins, are the same bluefins that make it all the way across the Atlantic and go into the Mediterranean Sea. To think about an animal that's smart, that comes back here every single fall to forage on these pogies and mackerel and whiting and all this other stuff to fatten up. Incredible.
Good job, Vic. Good job, Vic. Come on, he's right here, I see him. He's right here. Swimming away.
That is a big fish.
Still swimming strong. All right, good, Dennis. Scott, he's going this way now a little bit. He's still swimming away from us.
You know what's crazy, Dennis? From my perspective, this fish
Ready,
looks
crank.
like it's
Come on.
no effort
Come
for
on.
him to do what
Come
he's
on.
doing.
Come on. Yeah, he's just swimming. Yeah, he'll want to go. Yeah, bump forward a little bit. He's coming this way. Yep, good there. Yeah, how effortless was that? See him?
They just look like they're wagging their
He's
tail
just-
like a
yep,
happy dog.
exactly.
That's it.
Yep. Forward right. There he goes, he's gonna start circling now. Yes, now he's gonna start pinwheeling.
Yep.
So, before he was just swimming straight away from us, now he's coming up, turning back, coming up, turning back. So we'll just work him up.
All my hard-earned line just going away.
He's right here, right here. He's going now. Forward left, forward left, forward left. Yep, good. Yeah.
Just like that, our leader's gone.
There he is, there he is, there he is, there he is.
Oh, like a big butterball turkey. Coming up to die, Tag. He's coming up to die.
Yep. Couple more of those, couple more of those.
Every time that fish spins and does that death circle, you probably gain 1 to 2 feet.
Come on, right here, right here, right here, right here. That's where we're gonna get him, on that outside turn. Yep. Good work, good work, good work. Yep, see how he comes up again?
Yep.
Yep. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh my gosh,
come on, come on, come on. He's gonna do it again.
Yep.
Yes, right here, right here, right here. Yep. Keep cranking. Keep cranking. Stuck him.
Yo!
Wait, hang on, hang on. He's right here, he's right here, he's right here.
Oh my gosh, dude. That thing is massive.
Yep, yep, yep. Here, yep.
That is a large animal. You want me to do anything? You still act like you're fighting it.
Yep,
Okay,
still act like
okay.
you're fighting it, yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, hold on, Vic, you gotta still crank, yep. We're still trying to get him in. I gotta get a gaff in him. We gotta get a tail rope on him. It's not over till the tail rope's on. Yep, he could wake up again, you never know.
Yep.
Here, Scott, pull on this so I can get a gaff in him. Yep, Vic. All right, you gotta get a tail rope on him? Can someone get a tail rope on him?
Get a tail rope. I'm gonna get this gap.
I know.
Oh my.
It doesn't look real.
Dude, it doesn't. It looks like a cartoon character or something.
Get a tail rope on.
Yeah, can you cinch it at the end? Cinch it? No, no, here, 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 on the fish. What do you think, Vic?
This is freaking incredible. I've never seen a fish this big in my life. I've dreamed of this for a very, very long time. That is a gigantic animal. I'm just speechless. It's like one of those moments that you've dreamed of for so long. Never seen a giant bluefin tuna. It's honestly surreal to think that these things are swimming out there, even bigger than that one. It's a beautiful animal. It's gonna feed a lot of people. Delicious fish. Just incredible apex predator. Good work.
Dennis.
Great job, guys.
Break
Incredible.
the third wall, Dennis.
Dennis, what do you think about the size of that animal?
So the first thing I noticed about this thing is its mouth. I don't know if I got on camera or not, but its mouth is different than any other tuna that I've seen, the smaller ones. It looks like a mythical creature. Like, it's incredible. Sick. And it's really hard to like put into perspective because there's nothing next to it. Like, you would have to jump in the water, Vic, and get next to it, you know?
All right, so right now we're trying to bleed him, so that's why we're dragging him. So once this blood slows, like honestly, like kind of right now, I'm gonna keep poking him. So we're just trying to bleed him out as much as we can.
Dude, I can't wait until it's actually in the boat to see the perspective.
Yeah, wait till you see.
We bled it 3 minutes ago and it's still gushing blood. It's amazing how much blood is in these animals, these big pelagic fish. I'm a science geek, right? Like, I majored in biology. That animal, hundreds of pounds, swims across the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean, comes back here, does it year after year after year, finds breeding females or males or whatever it may be. They just know where to go at all times. It's just, it honestly amazes you how incredible nature is. Here comes the hard part now, getting this gigantic animal into the boat. So what Tag's gonna do is he's gonna run a line through the fish's mouth, out the gills, so we can get some better leverage on him. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at it next to Scott. It's a cool angle with his mouth open and everything.
I'm good.
Go help him a little bit.
You got it?
Grab the midline. Put your feet away. Watch when it falls now. Alright, hang on, guys.
Oh my gosh! It's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be when it's in the boat. So Scott is about to put a tape to it. We're gonna see how long this fish is. Damn, you need 2 tape measures, it's so long, huh?
At 55, 60.
So 105? Oh no, more.
Way more.
115 inches, huh? That's a giant.
Pretty good. Pretty good day.
What was you said your biggest was 107?
107, so we just beat it.
What?
Yeah, good day.
Scott, I think we're good luck there.
Yeah, this is good start to the second day trip here.
115 inches. That's almost 10 feet long. Okay guys, the fish is finally in the boat. I knew it was gonna be big, but I had no idea how round and girthy this thing is. They just hold so much weight in that head and that midsection. Not only is it extremely long, I mean, it's longer than all of us, taller than all of us, but just density wise, I mean, this thing comes up almost as tall as the gunnel, which is absolutely insane. Just gorgeous fish too. A lot of gold in them, that dark jet black, perfect predator. Just an absolute killer of a fish. Okay guys, look at this. Gigantic eyeball. And just so you guys have a size reference, so there's my hand right there. You saw when we were hoisting it up how big that mouth gets. I mean, these fish are out here eating 20-pound bluefish. Pretty much anything they want, they could fit in there. But just this section here, like that head alone, has got to be over 100 pounds. Just the head, not even counting the body or anything. This guy's gonna have some huge steaks on him. You got all this beautiful color. We got to take advantage of it glistening in the sun right now. You can see all those beautiful turquoise and golds in them. That jet black back. Tunas have that, so that way when they're ambushing prey from the depths, it's black, so it matches that the color of the water, and nothing can see it, and they're white underneath, so nothing can see it from there either. I mean, just look at the size of his pec fin. Look at that. That's my hand. He's got like an 18-inch long pectoral fin. Huge sickles, so they don't get as big of sickles as something like a yellowfin would, but these are still monstrous. We measured it, 115 inches, so almost 10 feet long. Even like these little swimmerette things they have, these little finlets, are just huge. And then this tuna gets all its power from right here. Is this tail. Look at that. It's wider than me. It was amazing. One thing I was telling Scott, how effortlessly these fish look when they're actually fighting, because we saw them next to the boat a lot of the time, and I described it as like a dog wagging its tail. It's barely exerting any energy and just pulling 40 pounds of drag, which is unreal. Big forked tail, strong fish. And guess what? It's the biggest that's been in Scott's boat, which is pretty special to say. Okay, we just spent a good amount of time getting some photos for a once-in-a-lifetime fish like this. Tag is gearing up because now what he's gonna do, busting out the power tools. This is a commercial fish, right? So these guys are gonna sell it to the market. There's a certain thing you gotta do to them to prepare them to be able to sell them, which I'm gonna have Tag explain as he does it. But he's gonna get really dirty here. Ah, smart, keep it clean, huh?
At least try. First thing I'm gonna do is just cut up as far as I can on this gill plate towards his head. So. Now coming in this cut straight across. Now coming in this cut straight across. that a
There's
big gill
meat in
plate?
there, huh? Not much. Fish do you know that you need a power tool to process?
Now it gets a little messy. Just gotta kind of cut as much as you can. What I'm gonna try to do is get like, almost separate the whole thing at once. And then I'm gonna go down and cut the vent. And then we're gonna try to pull the whole gut back out at once. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but we'll do our best here.
That's such a cool perspective right there.
Bigger fish like this, normally we try to roll it over, but a bigger fish like this, we're gonna have to leave it on one side. So I'm gonna have to try to make all my cuts on the bottom now, the same way I made them on the top, so I can pull it all out at once.
We're sleeping good tonight. Cobia. Yep. Alright guys, we're pulling up to where we're going to offload and sell this fish right now. Tag's going to go up and try to find one of his buddies. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the show Wicked Tuna. The prices you guys see on that show are very far from reality. A lot of people think that bluefin tuna can sell for $1 million, which is simply not true. Back in the day, I think the prices used to be a lot better, but Scott says this time of year and a fish like this is probably going to go for, on the low end, you'd say $3 a pound, Scott?
Unfortunately, I do think the price is going to be on the low end. We'd love it to be a little more. It's such a great marketable fish, healthy, great tasting. Just we're not getting what we want.
What was the best you've seen, like in your lifetime of tuna fishing? What did it used to be?
Well, about $8 to $12 has been considered good lately, but the market's very weak in the last month or two. So we'll see what happens.
This is a fish of a lifetime, and you guys can actually do this yourselves. So Scott does charters, Boston Fishing Frenzy. I'm going to have all of his information linked below, or you guys can find it bostonfishingfrenzy.com. This is definitely a special fish and the biggest one they've ever caught, but they get a lot of big fish, and this is something that's definitely a bucket list thing, I think, for most anglers. So if you want to get a true giant, check them out, because they are the real deal. And what I really respect about their operation, you guys heard me say earlier, they're calm. You're not getting yelled at, you're not getting screamed at to whine, whine, whine. I'm sure you guys can relate, you've been with captains in the past. These guys know what they're doing, and you feel good fighting your fish. It's pretty cool. They're taking a forklift and rotating it so that rope gets tight, and that's how they're going to get the tuna out of the boat. That hook came out so easy, barely in there.
You guys fishing there? Oh, you no tournament? Is he? Yeah. Hey, it's just 45 G's, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fish like that.
So they took the head off, they're gonna take all the fins and stuff off, but I wanna weigh all three parts so we know the final weight of the fish minus the guts. So we're gonna throw it on the scale here in a little bit. Wow. 651? 651 just for the core. All right, so 651 pounds without the tail, without the gut, without the head.
Hey, Caesar, can I take it? Oh, I thought it was done already.
So we weighed the head and the tail, 95 pounds. Tag says he thinks that the guts that he pulled out of the fish before we even came in, plus the other side of the gill plate, around 100 pounds. So you got 200 there, plus 651. It's an 851 pound fish. Give or take, let's say, call it safe, 800 pound fish.
800 pounds.
Which is, it's so hard to put into perspective to you guys because they're so dense. You know what I mean? Like humans are full of just, we're not very muscular compared to fish. Fish are just pure muscle. It is just raw power. It's insane. Even the seagulls are getting fed. And for all my Florida folk, the seagulls they make up in the Northeast are huge. Yeah, they're huge. But yeah, I mean, incredible trip. So now what the rest of the process is like, so they got a ticket, they put the weight of 651 on the core. That's gonna be sold to a buyer, whether it be a restaurant, a seafood market. They don't exactly know. They don't know what happens beyond this process. And then 2 weeks from now, they're gonna get a check from this distribution place and it'll say exactly how much they got per pound, or if you get any penalty points for, depending on where you harpoon the fish, because it could taint a lot of the meat. So if you get a harpoon shot right in the middle, they take some points off of that, handling fees and all that. But Scott and Tag will let me know a week or two from now exactly how much this fish is worth. But if you figure $6.51, $3 a pound on the low end, you're looking at just under $2,000. $5 a pound, you're looking a little bit better. But those wicked tuna prices you guys see on TV, that is not the reality of tuna fishing. That is made up, sensationalized. You can still make a good living. There's money in this, but you got a lot of expenses, and a lot of times when you go out, you don't get any fish. But if you charter fish it, that's where you're winning right there. The fish is worth a lot more. Scott and Tag are extremely humble. I just told him that it was 800 to 851 pounds because he was inside doing some paperwork. He's like, yeah, that's a nice fish, biggest for the boat.
Great, yeah. No, we're happy, but
Yeah, good fish.
stay calm. And
Yeah.
preparation, that's what happens.
Yep. And one thing that's interesting, so the leader and everything, they change out all the line. When you hook a fish like this, a once in a lifetime fish, you want all new fresh gear. So on the next charter and next trip they go on, they're gonna strip all that mono off, all new leaders, never fish the same hook twice, right?
No, we want to give every trip the same opportunity to catch.
Yeah.
So it's a disservice to reuse this.
Yeah, control the controllables.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Today could not have gone better. I'm telling you, these stars aligned. 825 pound fish. Tag actually kind of, you make like a mount out of the tails.
Yep. Yeah, I'll dry it out and then put it on a wood board for you.
Which is amazing. So this guy is gonna end up in Pompano Beach, Florida, hanging on the wall. I even got the hook in my pocket. Gonna take that home. I don't know how many times I've thanked these guys. I cannot thank them enough. This was textbook trip of a lifetime. And you guys can do the same thing yourselves. I'm gonna have all of Scott's stuff linked below. I can't thank Tag enough for inviting us out here. He's the one who kind of set it all up, and telling you, unreal boat, unreal captains, unreal fishery, beautiful weather, just full of life. This place is amazing. Seriously consider it for an epic fishing trip.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and until that next one, we'll see you.